Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to just thank everybody for subscribing. All those who have subscribed. We just hit 100 subscribers, and I say we because interesting fact, my son actually does the video editing and adds the music and all that to the channel. I actually am very computer no so good. Computer illiterate, I guess, is the word. It's just not something that I'm really good with. I can log on and I can watch videos and stuff, but like as far as like learning computer programs, I just don't have the patience for that. So anyways, so my son and I would like to thank all of you for subscribing. I started the YouTube channel with him just as a hobby for us to do together, so we could sit there and make videos. He's a little camera shy, so a lot of times he won't be in them a lot of the times. Me, I'm Italian, so I like to talk a lot. My mom's like full-blooded Italian, so I'm always blah, 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 blah. So that's why I always say I ramble a lot. I try to keep it down as much as I can. But I was actually talking to my mom today, and this is an interesting fact. My mom asked me when I was telling her about the 100 subscriber. I was actually talking to her and my dad. My dad is 81. My dad said, I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. So I showed him on my phone. And so he pulls out his phone and he says, what is it? Let me see it. Let me look at it. And then I showed him. And as I was looking at it, he must have hit subscribe because the number went from 100 to 101. So, interesting fact, my dad was subscriber number 101. And my mom said something in Italian with brute at the end. And I said, what does that mean? And she says, well, I don't know why you named yourself Ugly. And I said, well, I don't think I did. And she says, that's what brute means. She said, faccia brutta something in Italian. And she says, ugly face. And I said, Mom, that's not what it meant to us. We were just trying to find names on the internet. Where's my dog? Get over here. There he is. So I said we were just trying to look up names and what we were gonna call the channel or whatever. And you know how many Steves? My name's Steve. You know how many Steves there are on the internet? There's a Steve for everything, every category. I bet if there was a plumber video, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a Plumber Steve or Carpenter Steve. There's just a Steve. I have the most common name. It's not even funny. So my son says, well, what are you going to do? He goes, well, I don't know. You could call yourself, I think at the time I was sitting next to him. He goes, you could call yourself Smelly Diesel. He goes, because you always smell like diesel and dirt. And I said, I don't know, dirt cologne. And he says, well, what's the name of a cologne? I go, well, my grandfather, when I was growing up, always wore Brute. So he goes, just call yourself Dirt Brute. I go, all right, fine, good enough. I'm easy going. Let's just go with it. So that's how I got the name, or a YouTube channel name. Everybody else always calls me Stevie, which there's a million of them too. So anyways, I just wanted to say that we appreciate, my son and I, we appreciate everybody that subscribed. It's kind of shocking, when you see that people actually want to watch us do stuff, and it's cool. And what's the word I'm looking for? I really appreciate everybody that takes time to watch the videos. Where's my dog? It's really hot and muggy. It's middle of July, and he's walking around panting and everything. But you see him in a bunch of videos too. So anyways, let me just give you some updates on the channel, what's going on and where it's going. So, what's going on right now is I was in the middle of doing the garage video. The town's making me put in a real foundation, which I'm a little upset about because basically I bought a tent that bolts on top. But because it has a metal frame and it bolts to it, they said I have to have a real foundation. So depending on how that goes, then I'll continue doing some videos about garage setup. I do have a video about when we moved the shed out of the way for that. So I'm just waiting on the engineer to draw up the plans, submit for the permits, and then I will have a video on trenching for the frost wall and footing for the building. And I think I'm going to build my own form up the concrete myself, because I did work at a concrete company before. I drove a cement truck, and when there was no driving, I helped out the forms guys a few times, so I do have a pretty decent idea of concrete. I also worked with a lot of floor guys on concrete floors, so I know about concrete finishing. Plus I've built a bunch of sidewalks in the past for like relatives and customers' houses, so I will try to film that. I also, after the garage is up, I'm going to be filming. I want to strip this whole Peterbilt down, and I want to paint it myself. So my brother and I had a company before, a landscape company, where for some reason, I don't know why, this is one of the old trucks. I bought this one from California, drove it back. There's a video on this one. I won't get into it. I don't want to ramble about it. But plus it's getting dark out. The sun's going down. So this truck here, I'm going to strip it down and I want to paint it. I want to paint it blue, match my company colors. I also want to strip down the Takeuchi more. I want to repaint the Takeuchi to match the excavator, because it's very competitive where I live, so I like to be seen. I want to get seen, so I'm going to paint everything the same color, so when you see us going down the road, you can be like, oh, there goes Stevie. Or if my machines are at a job, you know who is at the job. It's just a marketing thing I'm going to go with. And I like the color blue, so that's that. Right now it's kind of dead in the middle of summer. I live on Cape Cod, and we're in a high tourist area. I'm sure a lot of you have been here before. You know what it's like getting over the two bridges, Sagamore and the Bourne and Sagamore. I have other names for them, but I won't get into that. It's gridlock all the time. So when people are here vacationing, there's not a whole ton of work going on. I mean, I got some stuff going on, but it's hard to back into the driveways because the roads are busy. It's really hard to get stuff done. There's always a line wherever I go to pick up materials. There's always a line. So I'll try to get better about filming stuff. Like I said before in one of my other videos, a lot of customers don't want us filming in their yard, so there's that to deal with. But as far as the channel goes, I also was thinking of doing some videos on other stuff other than like dirt things, because I also do a lot of work in my house. I built my own kitchen. I did countertops, cabinets. I did I made a video. I actually have a video on plumbing. I do plumbing. So that was something I was going to ask if you guys wanted to see other stuff other than just dirt and machines. Let me know about it. But with all that being said, I got a bunch of things coming up that I plan on doing. And a bunch of jobs that are on the horizon. People just haven't pulled the triggers yet on them, but I'm going to try to film. I also do think that we are going to build a hydroseed machine, because I get a lot of requests for it. Right now I'm paying people to do it for me, and my buddy is very experienced in pumps and water and all that stuff. and he gave me a little crash course on the pumps, and I just don't think that I don't think there's anything complicated to it at all. So once the garage is up, I think we're going to build a hydro seed machine. I know we're going to build a hydro seed machine, and I'm going to film the whole thing. So anyways, with that being said, that's kind of like where we're at, where we're going, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that subscribed, and I really appreciate it. And now the other thing too is I'm never gonna be the person that's telling people, make sure you subscribe, make sure you pound the like button. I don't like those videos. It works for those people. That's not me. If you want to, go ahead. If you don't, fine, don't. This is a hobby for me, and I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to turn it into a bunch of work. So, sun's going down, but thank you to everyone that subscribed. Really appreciate it.